Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Bravo weighs canceling entire Housewives franchise after $20 million lawsuit. The reality TV crown jewel that has dominated screens for over a decade might be on the brink of collapse. Bravo's iconic Real Housewives franchise is reportedly under intense pressure after newcomer Brit Edie filed a staggering $20 million lawsuit against the network. This legal battle threatens not just one series but the entire franchise, sending shockwaves through the reality TV world. The controversy stems from a jaw-dropping incident in Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 16, where castmate Kenya Moore allegedly humiliated Edie with a poster board labeled, "Who is this hoe?" featuring blurred, but explicit, photos purportedly depicting Edie. According to insiders, the photos were allegedly fabricated, yet they sparked a storm of legal claims including defamation and emotional distress. A production insider told reporter Rob Shooter bluntly, "What made Housewives great, the chaos, is now its biggest threat. It's just lawsuit after lawsuit." They added, "The drama made it great. But now it's a walking lawsuit." Shooter himself wrote on his Substack, "The champagne's flat, the taglines are tired, and Bravo may finally be done playing hostess." Edie's lawsuit reveals that she begged to see the contentious photos before they aired, but the network refused. A source close to her said, "She begged to see the photo before it aired. They said no, they wanted drama, now they've got court dates." NBC Universal, which is already grappling with other Bravo headaches, like Bethany Frankel's union threats and Liam McSweeney's public feud with executive producer Andy Cohen, is reportedly in full crisis mode. One executive even claimed, "Every cast member's a legal liability." Bravo has become an embarrassment to NBC News. The lawsuit filed by Edie, 37, highlights that she was unaware of the explicit photos until after the episode aired nearly a year ago. She asserts the production team produced, edited, and aired harmful material without her consent, which she says has caused irreparable harm to her reputation. In her own words, the network's actions were unwelcome, offensive, and sexualized, contributing to a toxic work environment. Kenya Moore was quietly cut from the season's reunion and faces an uncertain future with the franchise, indicating Bravo's attempt to contain the fallout. Whether this lawsuit signals the beginning of the end for Real Housewives or just another scandal in its storied history remains to be seen. But one thing is clear, the once bubbly franchise is now dealing with some seriously flat champagne. We didn't sign up for legal battles, we signed up for telling our stories. What comes next? The future of reality TV. If Bravo does move forward with canceling the Housewives franchise, the impact on reality television would be monumental. The franchise has been a staple of cable TV and streaming services, driving subscriptions and ad revenue. But it could also open the door for innovation. Networks and producers might seize this moment to reinvent reality TV, focusing on diversity, authenticity, and ethical production values. New formats could emerge that blend documentary storytelling with the unscripted drama that audiences crave, but without the baggage of decades-old conflicts and lawsuits. Legal experts weigh in. Legal analysts note that large-scale lawsuits in entertainment often result in settlements or lengthy court battles, and cancellations are rare but not unheard of. One expert commented, "This case could set important precedents for how reality shows are produced, who owns the creative rights, and how profits are shared. Networks must tread carefully." Others speculate that the lawsuit could force Bravo into renegotiating contracts or restructuring its production partnerships rather than outright canceling the franchise. A cultural icon at a crossroads. The Real Housewives franchise is more than just a TV show. It's a pop culture phenomenon that has influenced fashion, social media, and reality TV globally. The glitz, the glamour, the feuds, the friendship betrayals. All of it has become part of our collective entertainment lexicon. Yet, like all institutions, it faces challenges, changing cultural expectations, evolving media landscapes, and now, serious legal troubles. Whether Bravo chooses to fight, settle, or fold, this saga reminds us that behind every reality TV smile lies a complex web of business, creativity, and human drama. Final thoughts. As the legal drama unfolds, one thing is clear: the future of the Housewives franchise hangs in the balance. Fans will be watching closely, hoping for clarity and resolution. Meanwhile, Bravo and the production companies must navigate an unprecedented crisis that could redefine reality television as we know it. In a shocking twist that has sent ripples through reality TV fandom and Hollywood alike, Bravo is reportedly weighing the unthinkable, canceling the entire Real Housewives franchise after being hit with a colossal $20 million lawsuit. For nearly 2 decades, the Housewives have been a ratings juggernaut and pop culture phenomenon, chronicling the glamour, drama, and occasional heartbreak of America's most fabulous and often fractious women. But now, as legal battles threaten to overshadow the glitz and glitter, the future of the franchise hangs precariously in the balance. The rise of reality royalty. It's hard to imagine the television landscape without the Real Housewives. Since its debut with The Real Housewives of Orange County in 2006, the franchise expanded rapidly to cities like New York, Atlanta, Beverly Hills, New Jersey, and dozens more, each adding its own unique flavor to the Housewives mosaic. The formula was simple yet irresistible: wealthy women living lavish lives, tangled in friendship betrayals, romantic entanglements, and explosive confrontations that made water cooler talk mandatory. The Housewives became reality TV royalty, spawning spin-offs, meme-worthy moments, and some of the most memorable catchphrases in modern television. Who gone check me, boo? Anyone? Ratings soared. Bravo's brand became synonymous with outrageous entertainment, and the franchise was cemented as a cash cow for the network. The lawsuit that shook the castle. But all empires, even those built on champagne toasts and designer handbags, have cracks. The $20 million lawsuit that landed on Bravo's doorstep alleges something far darker than the usual on-screen feuds. Filed by a former production insider, the suit accuses the network of systemic negligence, workplace harassment, and exploitation under the guise of reality TV. According to court documents leaked earlier this week, the plaintiff, an ex-producer who worked behind the scenes on multiple Housewives series, claims they endured a toxic work environment where harassment was overlooked and complaints were routinely ignored. The suit alleges that Bravo's relentless pressure to manufacture conflict led to unsafe working conditions and emotional distress for many staff members. The lawsuit has sent shockwaves through the industry, with critics and advocates calling for a reckoning in reality TV production standards. But for Bravo, it's not just a reputational risk. It's a potential financial earthquake that could reshape their programming slate. Why cancel the franchise? For a franchise that has been a bread-and-butter staple, the possibility of cancellation seems almost unimaginable. Yet, sources close to the network suggest Bravo is seriously contemplating pulling the plug on the entire Housewives franchise rather than facing protracted legal battles and continued public backlash. The logic is twofold. First, the lawsuit, if successful, could cost Bravo and parent company NBC Universal tens of millions of dollars, and the ongoing negative publicity could further erode viewer trust and advertiser confidence. Second, with increasing scrutiny on how reality shows handle off-camera treatment of cast and crew, continuing the franchise as is may be untenable. An insider remarked anonymously, "The Housewives have been a cash cow for years, but the cost of keeping it alive might be greater than anyone imagined." The network is weighing its options carefully, and while canceling a flagship franchise is extreme, it might be the safest play in the long run. The fan fallout. News of potential cancellation has already ignited fierce debate among die-hard Housewives fans across social media. Some are devastated, recalling iconic moments that defined their TV-watching lives. Others acknowledge that the dark allegations taint the glossy veneer, and say a reset may be necessary to protect the people who bring these shows to life. Popular Housewives superfan and podcaster Jenna Martinez tweeted, "Real Housewives isn't just TV, it's part of our culture. But if the cost is the well-being of the people behind the scenes, Bravo has to do what's right." Meanwhile, conspiracy theories abound about who might be behind the lawsuit and whether this could be a negotiating tactic. But with mounting evidence and public statements from advocacy groups, the lawsuit's impact appears very real. A chance for reinvention? While cancellation sounds like the end of an era, industry experts believe this moment could also be an opportunity for Bravo to reinvent the franchise model entirely. Dr. Lena Harper, a media ethics professor, explains this situation exposes deep flaws in the reality TV ecosystem, where exploitation can be hidden behind entertainment. If Bravo cancels the franchise, they should consider relaunching with new policies that prioritize the safety and dignity of cast and crew.